Hey guys, Salvi here, just reminding you to, of course, like, subscribe, and follow, and all that kind of good stuff that YouTube asks if you enjoy what video I'm going to put out for you today. Thank you. The Nijisisters have lost it again. JP and Nijisisters in this case, which are the ones, some of the ones who are really rough on Doki for the whole situation with Selen, when Selen had the whole situation, because they said it was a loss of a big company, they damaged a great company, blah, 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 blah. Remember, when I mention Niji Sisters, I am not talking about regular Nijisanji fans. Those people are good people. Those people are just regular folks trying to enjoy their Oshi. Enjoying Scarla, Rosemi, etc. They're just trying to have fun with their Oshi. These Nijisanji Sisters, Nijisisters as I call them, are extremists. They are the extreme fringes of the community, but they are the loudest, as it always tends to be. You don't hear the regular voices as much as you hear these crazies going around and saying what they do. They are the extremists, and remember, I just want to mention it again, because every time I mention this, people think, oh, you're saying something about the Nijisanji family or whatever. The Nijisanji regular individuals, the regular dudes and dudettes, and all in between. No. Regular fans are fine in my book. These extremists are the ones that I don't like. So let's go and see what they've done. And of course, they made a video not even using a voice that, like, one of their voices. They weren't even strong enough or brave enough to use one of their voices. Again, talking about the auction. Some of the words are interesting. Okay. They shifted the focus to the victim and are manipulating the management, so it's hellish, really. So that's interesting. So there you go. That's where we wanted to get to. Isn't basically she's saying that, oh, Doki is blaming the management. Isn't that what she did with Nijisanji as well? So that is kind of like really, really, really. Rainbow Side did nothing wrong. Well, I knew the reaction would be bad considering how many people were vaccinated at once, left at once basically. But I guess that was to be expected. They're once again trying to run away, blaming the management, saying it's their fault. That kind of word right there is what I wanted to talk about. That is the main thing. I was wondering how long it would take them to do this, but it didn't take them very long. And of course, you have people here saying all their many EM members are doing their best to support them. I agree with that one. I know it's not good to talk about numbers, but Ike, now they're talking about Ike. Ike was on the verge of reaching 1 million subs at the time, and it was really painful to see the subscribers steady decrease because of the incident. I wanted to see the moment when it hit 1 million subscribers. So they're blaming her for the Ike situation too. On Selen incident in Japanese, and suddenly got a comment saying 2 nukes weren't enough, and it made me laugh. Oh, still, I mean, people that get this kind of hatred, don't be that type of dude either. I'm just going to be honest with you. Don't be that type of dude either. Saying 2 nukes weren't enough. That's evil. Hundreds of thousands of people got hurt by that. People actually died because of that. That's not funny. Watch Japanese content are Japan hating and are as well. Frustrating. I guess they would also need to quit after all. It's really frustrating that Selen caused haters. Why should people who shouldn't have hurt them become mentally ill? Basically, they are kind of trying to blame her for Ike stuff. If in their minds, pretty disappointed about the reaction a year ago. I'm going to talk to JP one. And it says, because Doki ruined their perfect company, she's an evil person and deserves ruin as well. And also, the narrative is that they buy into as Western VTuber was a troublemaker, got fired, embarrassed the Japanese company, blaming the Westerners' fairly effective strat in Japan, even when the corp in question is clearly at fault. Olympus as well was another one that happened. Cultural and tribalistic reasons, they buy into that. The thing is, it rankles them is the person in question didn't go away, and now much more successful than they were at the other company. So yeah, that also happens too. In case anyone mistakes this for JP Niji Sisters, definitely just Niji Sisters and not JP fans in general. Exactly. This is Niji Sisters, not fans. And that is one of those things. And overseas, repeating lie that Doki had never told her fans to stop harassing, stating the lie that Doki gave addresses of other livers to her lawyer, basically threatened other livers with their addresses. That's not true. Stating that Doki had threatened public release of the Vox recording. That's not true. That she said that just in case of, it was ever needed, she does have it. Not threatening it, but, in case if it was ever questioned that people did anything to that, she had that as evidence in later on, from what I remember. The whole Katliente thing, it's bad. I really hate when people do this. I really hate that people try to do this to wonderful people like Doki. Working on their 2.0 and also going to Offkai, has made a bit of an announcement. Fen, just so you know, is Fluffenfox. She is a VTuber who is a Fennec Fox VTuber, kind of like Omaru Poka, exactly like Omaru Poka from Hololive. And here we go. They used to be Pochi Wanmaru from Idol EN's Generation Isekai, along with Yuko Yurei, June Unagi, Rin Penrose, and Fuyo Cloverfield. Some of those people are no longer there with the company either. As we know, as I have said, as has gotten me a lot of hate by some of the people in Idol. Some people don't like me in Idol because I've been saying these things. We have Idol management, upper management. I won't talk about the direct managers because usually they're amazing. Like the direct talent managers usually are very amazing, but the ones at the top, Aviel, the owner of it, and the upper management have had issues. And of course, other people in the upper management, a lot of agencies have those issues. But now that we have that out of the way, because it involves what's going to be happening, we're going to talk about what Fen is saying. And here we go. Do you want to know why I've been on break for so long dealing with mental and physical health issues, as she has recently? And she says, let me clear it once and for all. I know for some it's kind of a broken record, but I'd rather defend myself. So she's defending herself on this stuff. And of course, she is saying that, people who are trying to S on her, trying to be mean to her because of this, she's just going to block at this point. She's just going to be getting rid of, because it's just, she's saying her part. If you don't believe her, then don't like be around her, is what she's trying to say, I think. Which is, of course, a legitimate way to be. I will let you guys have an opinion on your own, of course. I will try not to put my opinions or my biases or anything like this in here. Let's see what happens here. She said she's going to explain it in caveman terms. Girl goes to Corpo. Girls ask for a donathon. Girls does first donathon. She gets paid out of a share of the donathon, because, of course, that always happens, because it's going through, of course, Idol. It's going through management, etc. It's donations. It's not like a purchase. Girl told it would be fine and handled. Girls say okay and trusted to get support to finish the things in the donathon. Donathon offers fun events and rewards to do over time in return for kindness and to have fun with the community, because that's the point. Corpo sucks and has many issues and many things difficult for everyone, not just the girls. So yeah, a lot of people did have issues with Idol as management. Remember, there was even a member of Idol who decided to go on hiatus because of bad management and came back when Brave Group came back to try to give them another chance. Many others struggle with goals the same way, very long time. Girl gets all top rewards shipped out. Goals near complete despite everything, but some not done because Corpo doesn't help. Corpo is very slow, or Corpo encouraged difficult or ambitious things on top of lingering problems. So she's blaming basically saying that Idol didn't manage things correctly, made the expectations way too high for the fans, and didn't manage it properly. I can believe that. Later on, Girls has a lot of stuff to do, like moving across the country, because she did actually move. Big stress. Girls does another optional fundraiser for the second donathon to be able to help for everything there. And it was approved by management. Goals were chosen because it's easier. Easier goals were chosen because of issues in the past. A lot of them were done by her. When asked multiple times, Corporal told the girl she could get paid share of her funds soon for the move. Much how like the girl shared in the first donathon. She thought she was going to be okay with everything. Except that Corpo didn't give any share because the change process agreed to with her prior to at the last second. Basically, management issues, things went wrong. She didn't get her money, at least immediately. Goals are being done. Some have been on you and you couldn't help. Need this for the move. Write the F now, and you know that. Corpo essentially lied to the girl and led her on and left her to move out without the funds. So the funds were withheld, according to what she's saying. During her stay, Girls been tired of Corporal's behavior and gave them multiple chances to improve and fix various things. And apparently they did a lot of band-aid fixes, which is normal of agencies. Once they get to a certain size, they do a lot of band-aid fixes, and it doesn't really help. Negotiations drained Girl's sanity because Girl is scared and inexperienced in all of this. Corpo tells not tell anyone Girl is on break, despite the girl requesting to be told that that the community gets told that she's on break. Corpo is offering bad terms, very bad ways, even offering funds themselves in negotiations as leverage to get them back, is my guess. Girl says no, panics, asks for help, clumsily and does not know how to handle the amount of tension in the situation. Girl says you might as well refund everybody, not saying after a stunt like this. Basically, she decided to leave at this point. Initially not want a refund and push Girl to stay, and eventually something is negotiated. Refunds are given to people who ask for them, and their donations are returned. Rest that wanted to help the girl went to the girl. Went to, of course, Fen. Girl tried to deal with the aftermath, but is left with a lot of grief and pain. Also, fun fact, did you know that 90% of the people that donated are still around and are in fact not upset? Yeah, a lot of people aren't upset. This wasn't such a big deal. They hated the fact that their help didn't reach me at the time that I needed it. Also, did you know that a subathon for September, late last year, that I completed by myself with similar goals and rewards to make up to my community, I actually happily spent a majority of my money to do that. Also, she mentions that people have made essays trying to dissect her alive, as she says, how it feels to be unheard, like you're yelling into a void, no one believes you, suffocating and terrifying it is. And of course, here's the thing. A lot of people are going to be like, where's your proof? Where's your proof of all these things? Well, it's hard to show proof when you have a company like Idol against you that might have an NDA that you don't know if the proof you show will break an NDA, and then you are blacklisted from everything. So, and you not only blacklisted, here's the thing. I have an NDA that's still going on that technically still cannot be from DreamWorks Animation, for example, me. I used to work at DreamWorks Animation. There are some projects that still have not seen the light of day. NDA covers that because they are not public. I cannot mention them. I can mention them if I want to, but I will be blacklisted from the animation community, from people like Universal or Illumination, people like Disney, people like any of those. I will be blacklisted from the entertainment community, period, because I broke the cardinal rule of not spreading something that is not public. So yeah, that is one of those things that does happen. She ended up being a scapegoat for all this. She has lasting trauma, she says, and I still shake whenever corporal things are mentioned. Very real and raw to me, and I do believe this. I was closed off, in on myself, and withdrawing myself. I started believing everyone hated me. I was better off gone, even if it wasn't true, which was shown in her actually taking a long break. If people want to S on me, I already said whatever, but at least get the facts straight. I may have been irrational and emotional in some ways, said some things that I shouldn't have, but never set out to betray or hurt anyone in any way. So yeah, she did take accountability. She did take some things there, and that is good. She is moving forward, which is very important. She just wanted people to stop bugging her, to stop making it as she is the big enemy, because there's still people out there doing that. She's saying her side of the story. If Idol and other people want to say their side of the story, they can as well. But she does not want to be put in her spaces at all. She does not want that to happen. Like I said, she will ban people who still ask about the donathon, who still ask about any of that kind of stuff, because it just hurts her too much. And I understand that. And I do wish her the best moving forward. Today we talk a little bit about someone called Kamana. They are the YouTube manager for your favorite VTubers. They are YouTube manager for, I believe, at one point in time, Zen, I believe, and other people. Don't quote me on that, though. That's what I remember it being. But today we have some bad news from them. This was at 4:48 in the morning. Kazu Kiseki got hacked. And due to having her delegate being a delegate on their account, the hacker basically ended up tweeting things from the account, sending messages to people that they were mutuals with and things like that. I'm not hacked. They have been removed. Please be cautious and don't click random links from us just in case. I usually don't click links unless I am directly talking to them, anything like that. It is a very, very, very unfortunate thing. It is something that does suck. But they were able to find a little bit of some, positivity out of there. Sad. I'm sorry I suck at messaging people more often. The hacker sent a message to a ton of my mutuals that I've been too shy to message. Now it's easy for me to start the convo. So basically, they used it for the better part. Now it's easier for them to start a conversation with them. I will get better at just meeting people to be friends, not just for work. They're an amazing VTuber. They are a great manager from what I've heard from people, and they just are a good part of this community. It really does suck to see this happen to another wonderful person again. It has happened to so many people. This time it wasn't a direct hack of them. It's also happening, people like K-san, etc. But now they got hit in the sense of, mutuals being sent messages and things like that. So I really do wish them the best, and I do hope that this does not continue and that they actually are able to fix a lot of these things and get in contact with people that they wanted to get in contact with. As I tend to do, there is a little bit of a meme going on, and of course, headphone users beware, because you might just be jump scared by this. It is Suisei screeching. Let's just hear her for a little bit. The special moment of her screeching the way she did. And of course, that is Suisei screeching to lighten your day a little bit, or maybe just wake you up if you were kind of sleepy. Neo-Porte or Neo-Porte, whichever way you want to say it, I don't know which way is the right one, but I'm still going to say it, is a Japanese VTuber agency that is, I believe it's just fully Japanese. You have various people here, as you can see. They are Repo, all the things like here. You can see all these people that are a part of it. Well, today, they're announcing a new VTuber. Let's take a look. The 7th generation of their VTuber world of Fortune Teller, which is, of course, doing tarot cards, crystal, that type of thing. This is their 7th generation debut, a single debut, as you can see here. They are showing it right there. It looks like Mitsuba here, who is Mitsuba Eni Mitsuba, 7th generation on the 13th of June, which is on Friday. They are going to be going and doing their thing. This is the person involved here. These are, of course, their socials. This is, of course, their socials here on Twitter. She already has a bit of a post here. It says here, nice to meet you all. Eni Mitsuba, a 7th generation Neo-Porte student. We will rise to the top with fun as our model. So, us, basically. Please subscribe to our channel right there. A lot of people are very excited. Of course, I believe Amu Amane is also a part of organization. Anytime, nice to meet you. Super cute, so cute. She responds as well as thank you. I'm senpai, so yeah, she's a part of Neo-Porte as well. So a lot of people in Neo-Porte are welcoming her. Of course, this is all Japanese. They are all welcoming her to the group. Too cute. I'm looking forward to the first broadcast. Look forward to working with you from now on. Then you have, of course, here Aria as well, saying, look forward to working with you from now on. Annie, look forward to the debut. And she, of course, responds, thank you so much, Kon Senpai. I'll do my best in my debut stream. And this is the waiting room for the debut stream. It's going to be 4 a.m. my time. So I sure as heck am not going to be able to see it. But you can always take a look at the VOD. 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's the time that's showing here. West Coast of the USA. So based on that, you can adjust on your schedule. So it is going to be at 8 p.m. Japan Standard Time. This is the 6:13 8 p.m. JST, Japan Standard Time. So whichever one is easier for you, you can adjust based on that. And I do wish them the best, though, in what they're going to be doing in the future. And I do hope Neo-Porte keeps supporting each and one of their talents as they should. In a bit of Hololive news, we have Takane Louie, who is a part of HoloX, the secret organization that Yes My Dark, Yamada, or otherwise known as Lapis Darkness, is a leader of. She is in the news today because Takane Louie has become an official ambassador to Code Geass. Code Geass is a favorite of mine. Some people like it, some people don't. It is what it is. I really did like the original series. It is cool to see this happen. Let's listen a little bit in here with some, hopefully, proper translations to Afrikaner. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to try to get it translated to English, and I'm actually going to get an actual person that translated it fully. Let's see.
ましてホロライブ所属の Vtuber 高根瑠衣と申します。この度私高根瑠衣コードギアスシリーズ宣伝アンバサダーに就任させていただくことになりました。もともとコードギアスシリーズはとても大好きな作品で、今回宣伝アンバサダーとしてタイアップさせて
So she's loved it, and she's going to be a member, a part of the whole series there. What I'm going to go more for is a translation someone has here. When Louis first came into contact with Code Geass, it wasn't through the TV broadcast of the anime, but rather it was recommended by her friend a little while later. Watching it, she got captivated by its charm. Even now, from here on as well, Lelouch and Rolo are forever her Oshi. The schedule Louis shows towards the end. August, Code Geass theme songs cover upload. September, Takane Louis original Nightmare frame. Ooh, they're going to make a giant model of it, or at least show it up somewhere. That's actually pretty cool. October, Code Geass watch along. November, more info to be revealed. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
永遠にルルーシュとロロ推しです。今回コードギアスシリーズ宣伝アンバサダーということで、ファンの一人として作品の魅力やキャラクター一人一人の魅力、そしてストーリーの面白さを広めていけるように活動をしてまいります。20年近く作品を愛しているファンの皆様に比べました。
So yeah, she's a fan, and she was able to do this. And I love that they have this outfit for her. That very much looks like a Britannian, well, similar enough to a Britannian outfit from the anime. This is amazing. Really, really freaking love it. And I'm so, so happy for her. Big congratulations to Takane Louis for this. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. I do this because I want it to be a positive space for VTubing. I look for you guys myself, and I do want to be a force that I wish I had when I was smaller, you know, to push people up. So, of course, today we're talking about TheCookie, Yeti, VTuber. Here you go. I'm a 25-year-old British VTuber that streams on Twitch. Model mamas are these here. And let's take a look at their stream itself. They currently have 3.2k followers. I'm a Yeti VTuber. I like to yap and play FPS and horror games. I also like to play games with my friends from time to time. You should come and say hi, which is, you know, always great. Always great to come and say hi and say hello to everybody. Let's take a look at something that they have done recently. They recently were a part of a Marvel Rivals. They were doing some Marvel Rivals stuff. Let's take a look.
I mean, I feel like people just follow me though, just because they enjoy the rage. If the follow Yeti Brain is that a dig? Or is that just your name? Conscious Cookie, she loves deep voices. She's down bad.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
don't join in on this.
So there you go. People have interesting names sometimes. I've never got one of those, but then again, I am a smaller VTuber. So I do appreciate you for letting me showcase you on my channel. Of course, this once again is TheCookie VT. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.